Okay, the trailer has just dropped and the internet's going crazy about it and we all have to do videos about it. So without further ado, let's go and watch Paragus here to dance with joy like before. And also let's go and take a deep dive into the trailer and what it has shown us because Broly's back, ladies and gentlemen. In case you are behind your astronomy lessons, that first planet was Saturn and here is Jupiter, so that means this ship is coming to Earth, but that's a given, so I blame Paragus. Whoa, I wasn't sure he was in the movie!
Why do you seek even more strength than you have?
Well, with you see, I wasn't strong enough to defeat Jiren, so I kinda want to become stronger.
Already. The tournament.
Whoa, hang in there 1 minute, Goku. This spaceship is a ball, not the one that we see later, so this could be a Saiyan pod. And also you see the blue aura, so the Saiyan pod is Super Saiyan Blue in level of strength. With that out of the way, let's keep going. Goku, you were saying?
The power opened my eyes. No way I can stay at the same level I'm at now. I'm fired up.
I'm fired up, and he's becoming a Super Saiyan God again, alongside Vegeta. So I guess the literal meaning of fire there. So yeah. I don't think it's of any surprise that Bulma, of all people, is going to the Arctic. I mean, Goku and Vegeta probably with her since they are using those trench coats. And she's probably going to do something else. Probably tracking Dragon Balls. For what reason would that be? Though then again they summoned Shenron every single movie, so it's not a surprise. A new Saiyan will make Piccolo sweat. Okay, a little more seriously now. Bulma is there, fire, weren't they in the Arctic? So I guess the fight will escalate so that the lava will come out as a callback to movie 10, when Broly survived the lava maybe. And that could be a scenario change. This character wasn't in the design sheets we have seen so far, so we have no idea what she is. Whereas Kikono here is one of the main causes of the annihilation of the Saiyan planet, or at least Saiyan knowledge that they could grow stronger and stronger, so maybe he has a hand in Broly. Who knows, that's grasping for straws. If we had to choose between one of the two theories, I would say the second one, because let's face it, Beerus is the one that ordered the destruction of the planet. I wonder if that will be brought up in this movie, which is a fair assumption given that this movie will be about the history of the Saiyans and Beerus is directly involved. With that said, that makes me hopeful that he will fight at least a round, hopefully. I want to see him fight. Let them fight. And here we have Lemo and Cheelai on a different planet. Seems to be like that one from the flashback, given the background, which means planet Vegeta or Sadala. And they are pointing at someone that has high but not high power levels, so maybe the scouters did not break. And given the fact that they have guns, they are probably scouting or investigating. And they probably saw a Saiyan with an abnormally high power level. And that would bring us to about no conclusion, because we literally have this only scene and no context. So here we see Paragus leaving the ship, Broly behind, Goku and Vegeta there facing them, and the ship's green. That's about it. But it looks really nice though. A new Saiyan whom nobody knows. Because let's face it, if they knew, he would probably have fought in the Tournament of Power. But maybe he wasn't that strong, he'll become stronger in this fight.
That must be the guy.
That must be the guy. So they were looking for him, or at least a Saiyan with an abnormal power level. So who warned them? Frieza? Jakko? Because before, well, they were lured, so yeah. And since they are using that spaceship, one must ask if Frieza isn't the one behind all of this, because, well, it would make sense that he would want to try and kill Goku and Vegeta and such, but not put himself on the line. And if you take a look at Broly's designs, we'll see that he begins all torn up, and then he gets a new armor, probably from that spaceship that was taken from Frieza's army. And that's my theory, because I don't think Frieza would actually hire them, or maybe he would. That's the point, we don't know. Also, I find it funny that he changes everything from his outfit except the green carpet there in his waist, so that's kinda...
You smell it? That smells smelly.
Probably smells.
I don't know who he is, but his energy's absurd.
So that thing on his neck is probably the power controller, repressor, I don't know, that restrains Broly's power. And we'll see that even in the designs it goes away, which means that he'll probably let go of his hate. And if Vegeta is saying that his power is a very powerful key, even if he is suppressed, that means, what the hell, where the hell was Broly all this time? I mean, come on, give us some backstory, which they will probably give, but I have to ask, like that, dramatically, you know. I mean, come on, look at that. That is so freakishly beautiful, perfect. In fact, I'll be right back. And I mentioned it earlier, the Dragon Ball, because of this shot. The forever iconic 4-star Dragon Ball. And the forever constant trope of the villains wanting them to realize their wishes of immortality. But for the first time I think the villains will not want to use them, but obviously we cannot take anything for granted at this point.
Do it, Broly!
I gotta say, I actually like his design. The colors really complement each other. And also... and of course I have to put these side by side. Just amazing animation, spectacular, but that's not my area of expertise. But now we take a moment to appreciate those outfits. Look at those white, slick trench coats. Well, at least we can see these little similarities they share, while it's still being completely different. So it's a nice touch. Bottom line, I like it. Trench coats are always a win for me. Now comes the good stuff. Look at Goku and Vegeta. No, not the poses they are making, because we know where they are from. They have been referenced back in the manga, and in Dragon Ball Super, and at the end of Dragon Ball Super. And well, what's the difference here from the other times? They are doing the same pose at the same time, which means they are willing to fight together, which was all the trope of Resurrection F, was to develop Goku and Vegeta to fight together side by side. Well, of course that happened in the Tournament of Power, but it's nice to see that they have kept that character development and they are willing to fight Broly here together instead of one at a time. But then again, I think they will eventually fall one at a time.
How is this
And I'm smirking the same way Vegeta is here.
possible?
And that, my friends, is Broly's jumping heavy. But I would like to point out that Broly still has his necklace restrainer, power restrainer, and his fighting Vegeta as a Super Saiyan. Who is scared, which probably means that Broly is gaining the upper hand in his base form, restricted, which is a nice callback to movie 8, where Goku in his base form held on against a restricted Super Saiyan Broly. I like those little callbacks. And of course I feel compelled to talk about Kale, who in the manga is able to be stronger than Super Saiyan Khalifa in her base form. I almost said his, but because she becomes Broly, so you can see the confusion there. Anyway.
Damn it, he's learning as he fights!
I forgot to talk about the fact that it's curious to see that Broly goes after Vegeta first, instead of, you know, focusing on Goku all the time.
Magnificent.
Yes, yes, Golden Frieza. Frieza's going to fight. Yes, 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 sir.
His power level is amazing.
Remember when I said about the fire and Bulma? And well, they're here fighting on Earth, so Frieza is on Earth, apparently. Why? And he's somehow, somewhy fighting Broly as well, so maybe the Saiyans will join against Frieza, or just Broly on a rampage, I don't know. At this point, all is game, so what we have to take from this is that Frieza is on Earth.
What the?
Oh god, that scream that gives us goosebumps. And also note that Broly doesn't have his restrainer anymore, so meaning that he'll probably lose it early on in the fight since Goku is still a Super Saiyan 1 and Vegeta is nowhere to be found. Or maybe he's fighting with Vegeta and they don't want us to know. Wink wink.
Looks like this is going to be tougher than we thought.
Another moment to appreciate just how beautiful Vegeta looks here.
Yeah.
Ah, the Super Saiyan God. Vegeta and Goku as a Super Saiyan God. For the first time in the anime, it's going to be such a joy. I cannot wait to see the aura as well. It's going to look so amazing, and that will definitely push Broly further beyond. I just wish you could see more. It's gonna be amazing. But I fear they may use it just as fodder and not do it justice. But I suppose I should be happy that it just appears, right? With that, not even taking into account that Vegeta goes God as well. Oh man, We better move on.
I can't wait.
I know, Goku, I cannot wait as well. But notice here that this is a green blast, so Broly threw that and Goku is just dashing through it, meaning that Goku is stronger than Broly at this current state. But let that sink in. Broly in his base form has pushed Goku to Super Saiyan Blue. I've seen these people talk about this being a flashback to Goku and Bardock before he was sent to Earth, because the wristbands match, the background matches, and the size of the hand as well. So I wonder where that will fit in the Broly story that we are currently in. What do you see beyond that strength? True baby, so they are going to retell Broly and Goku's early days, hours, and their possible connection of the past. Maybe their parents, or that is Vegeta not Broly. Why were babies kept in Bacta tanks? But to answer the question, I see a man that has been controlled throughout his life and will probably become free and join the Z Fighters. That booty, obviously a Saiyan pod upside down that has crash landed, and those two Saiyans are going to check it out. Obvious flashback sequence is obvious, so we have no idea of what it is. Henceforth the legendary Saiyan rises in all of its glory. I would like to point out that he still has his armor there, so how will he lose it? That's the question. Well, assuming that this is his latest form there in the concept arts. Amazing storyboards aside, look at Broly's pose, which is also a callback to movie 8 in his first power-up against Goku.
He's getting stronger.
And of course that green explosion cannot be dismissed as well, since they are trope in Broly's transformations into his legendary form. And here it doesn't seem to be different. And if I had to guess, Broly will lose his armor there in this transformation. And also note that Goku is shirtless as well, so that's Ultra Instinct is almost guaranteed at this point. Just kidding, we don't know. I wonder why they chose this shot of the baby in the photo in the back of the tank as an ending shot of the trailer. I mean, does the tail play a part? Does his poop play a part in the story? And also it's kind of funny that they keep hammering the idea that unknown Saiyan, because they have to keep it out of what we know of the not canon Broly. It's kind of funny to look at them marketing that way, the story of the unknown Saiyan Broly. You don't know who he is. You never did. You don't know why he's popular. You don't know why he's here. It's kind of funny to look at it from this way. Anyway, the video is long enough as it is, and I hope you liked it. I am stoked for this video, for this movie. I cannot wait to watch it. Sadly, I live in Brazil, so I don't know if it will come. I hope it does. I hope they dub it. But coming in January, the chances of it dropping on the internet are up by 1000%, because in Japan it's kinda not going to happen. So yes. Oh, too many months still to go. I'll see you guys next time, and let's keep on the hype, because that will never stop. Broly is amazing.